On Monday, President-elect Donald Trump made an announcement that he plans to impose a 25% tariff on all products from Mexico and Canada, our two biggest trading partners. Taking to his platform,
Truth, essential.
He said this: as everyone is aware, which, by the way, no, because it's not true. Thousands of people are pouring through Mexico and Canada, bringing crime and drugs at levels never seen before. Ah, yes, the Canadian criminals. Right. Right now, a caravan coming from Mexico, composed of thousands of people, seems to be unstoppable in its quest to come through our currently open border. On January 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States and its ridiculous open borders. You're not charging Mexico and Canada. We're paying that. Okay, this tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. Both Mexico and Canada have the absolute right and power to easily solve this long simmering problem. Yes, that because apparently they just didn't want to solve it, even though it was so incredibly easy to solve. Okay. They have the absolute right and power to easily solve this long simmering problem. We hereby demand that they use this power, and until such time that they do, it is time for them to pay a very big price. They're not paying the tariffs. We are. Now, of course, there's a lot of experts out there. I know, they're like, oh, the experts, what do they know? Well, I don't know, they're experts in the field, which means they've actually studied things and know facts. They're out there warning that Trump's tariffs would actually hurt Americans by driving up prices, increasing inflation. Yeah, they're the experts. That's what's saying. But it's not just the experts, by the way. Here is Republican Representative Eric Burleson also admitting this.
It's going to create some winners and some losers, to be fair. But I do think that overall, it's going to benefit the entire whole of the United States of America. And I think that the overarching inflation is going to be mitigated by the benefit that we're going to receive by some of these trade offsets. So
yeah,
it's going to create some winners and some losers. Yeah. Do you know who the losers will be? Us. All of us. Average people. Consumers. The ones that supposedly were like, hey, Trump said he would bring prices down, so that's why I voted for him. Oops. Turns out, not going to happen. Prices are going to go up. We're going to end up paying more for his ridiculously stupid, dumbass tariffs. Congratulations. But Jeff, you don't understand. Okay, once we stop the illegal immigration, then things will get better. Once we stop the drugs, first off, you plan to deport people, right? Millions of people, millions of farm workers. What is that going to do to the prices? They go right up. Oh my God. And secondly, you ain't going to stop all the drugs. You know why? Because we've had this whole thing called the war on drugs for some time. And you know what? You know who won the war on drugs? Drugs. They won. How'd that turn out? Okay. Now, I'm not saying that we haven't made, or that we don't have some serious issues, right? With fentanyl. That's a serious issue. But guess what? We've actually had some successes against drug deaths. In fact, national surveys compiled by the CDC show an unprecedented decline in drug deaths for roughly 10.6% in 2023, and it's expected to be higher in 2024. That's right. Overdose deaths involving opioids decreased from an estimated 84,181 in 2022 to 81,083 in 2023, while overdose deaths from synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl, decreased in 2023 compared to 2022. And again, it's expected to fall even more when the newest numbers come out. Nebraska, Kansas, Indiana, and Maine experienced declines of over 15% or more. Why? Why are we seeing this? Well, there's no one particular answer to this, right? Now, some experts, I know experts, oh my gosh. I just anti-intellectualism here that our country is experiencing now is just absolutely insane, all right? But they pointed to rapid improvements in the availability and affordability of medical treatments for fentanyl addiction, right? So naloxone, having, access to that helps people survive. I know, crazy, right? Not only that, but believe it or not, Border Patrol has been seizing a lot of the shipments of fentanyl at the border before they get into the United States. So this whole idea of, open borders, they're just coming right in. No, not true at all. Now, in crime went down across the country. Okay, violent crime decreased by 10.3% in the first 6 months of 2024, according to newly released preliminary FBI data. From January to June 2024, the quarterly Uniform Crime Report found murder decreased by 22.7%, rape decreased by 17.7%, robbery decreased by 13.6%, aggravated assault decreased by 8.1%, and property crime decreased by 13.1%. Oh my God, would you look at that? You know what saw the states saw the biggest decrease? The Midwest. A 12% drop in violent crime. So fentanyl deaths are down, crime is down. Illegal immigration. I mean, come on, man. They're bringing the drugs, they're bringing the crime. What are you talking about? Well, it turns out migrant apprehensions in September at the U.S.-Mexico border fell 75% from just a year ago to the lowest level since 2020. Weird. Now, the current decline began early in 2024 and accelerated after President Joe Biden issued an executive order to restrict asylum access at the U.S.-Mexico border. At the same time, Mexico, who was being targeted with tariffs now, began its own enforcement effort. Well, would you look at that? All the stuff that Trump just demanded has already happened. Of course it did. Of course it did. Literally making us pay more for no reason, no benefit whatsoever. And you know what? As soon as Donald Trump takes power, by the way, on January 20th, he's going to do the tariffs anyway, because of course, right? So we're going to pay more at the grocery store. And then at some point, without actually doing anything, he's going to declare victory. Oh, hey, look at that. All this stuff. Oh, crime is down. And, fentanyl deaths, they're down and all this stuff. Wow, would you look at that? Yes, we won. But you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You did absolutely nothing. You're just coasting off the trends from Biden. Oh, that's the thing that frustrates me, other than having to pay more at the grocery store, because that sucks. All right, I already spent too much on groceries. All right, just like all of us. But here I am. I'm looking up factual information. I'm looking up statistics. I'm looking up reports. I'm looking up crime stats. Looking up all this stuff, right? And some jackass is just going to be like, you know what? Bullshit. Bullshit. And suddenly, we end up in a trade war for literally no reason. It's maddening. The misinformation and disinformation now is it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Nobody cares about factual information anymore. As I keep mentioning, like, the experts, what do the experts know? More than you, because you're being ignorant and not looking up real information. You're believing somebody on Twitter, or I'm sorry, X. Okay, you're gonna believe that weirdo who's farming you for clout and probably just for engagement so that he can get more ads. You're gonna believe that guy over people who, I don't know, do this for a living, actually look up factual information. They gather factual information. They take the time, and they actually, they live in the world of facts. Yes, I know, insane. right? But again, nobody cares about them anymore. Nobody cares about facts. It's all about feelings now. When it comes to the right wing, okay? And nobody does feelings more than Donald Trump. Nobody appeals to feelings more than Donald freaking Trump. It works. It's very successful. I mean, he won 2 elections based off of feelings. That's what it is. And so, unfortunately, because it's so effective, we're going to get both dumb and expensive and possibly, very likely, life-threatening policies as a result. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.